It's a Head Teacher's Update, and today I want to talk about developing speaking and listening skills in children. In school, a significant part of what we do each day is built around talk. Children are encouraged to explain their thinking, to explain in full sentences, and to listen carefully to others. We give them time to speak and we expect them to develop their voice. Because speaking and listening sit at the heart of learning. Before children can write in sentences, they need to be able to say sentences. Before they can explain their thinking on paper, they need the language to do it out loud. We're all judged on our ability to talk, aren't we? And that development begins at home. Very early on, it starts with something simple, commentary. Talking to children about what they are doing, what they can see, what they might be feeling. You're putting your coat on. That's a big jump. You look cross. Naming those emotions. That's how vocabulary is built. And as children grow, that develops into conversation. And it's important to say it's not just about talking more, it's about quality conversation. Back and forth, taking turns, giving children time to finish what they're saying. Not interrupting, not rushing in to complete their sentences, no helicoptering, avoiding yes-no answers. Because when we do that, children don't get the chance to organise their thoughts or develop their language. At school, we're very clear about expectations. We do not accept one-word answers or grunts, where children are able to speak. We expect children to respond in full sentences, and that's something that really needs to be reinforced at home as well, please. Simple things like pardon, excuse me, or answering properly when spoken to. These are small habits, but they build confident communicators over time. We also need to think about how we extend children's language. If a child says one word, we build on it. The child might say, there's a car. Adult, yes, a red car, it's going fast. You see, that's how sentences develop. And it's important that children have the time and space for this. Not just quick conversations in passing, but moments in the day where there is real attention. At the table, walking to school, or simply spending time together without distraction, modelling that conversation. We've also seen, particularly straight after the pandemic, that when children's time is dominated by screens, speech development can be severely hindered. That's improving, thankfully, but it does highlight something important. Screens don't talk back. Children develop language through interaction, not just listening. Another thing to be aware of is how children communicate when they are playing. If you hear a lot of screaming, it can be sometimes a sign that children don't yet have the vocabulary to express what they are feeling or trying to say, naming those emotions again. That's where adult commentary and modelling language becomes so important. And finally, we also need to think about the examples we set ourselves. If we find ourselves interrupting, not listening, not explaining, even shouting with our faces buried in phones, without eye contact, we need to reflect on what that teaches children about communication, because children learn how to speak by listening to and observing the adults around them. Developing confident speakers takes time. It takes patience, but it's one of the most important things we can do for our children because it underpins everything else they do in school and beyond. And a final food for thought, with all that embedded, children will grow into confident and empowered speakers, able to discuss, reason, negotiate and articulate for themselves and others. And wouldn't the world be such a kinder place if more people could learn how to do that? Have a great week.